Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. It's mid-June 2023 and by far over the last week the most requested wargame from you guys, the viewers, is can we reenact China's latest claim that they've simulated hypersonic missile attacks on a US carrier strike group and sunk it, including the carrier. CH, what do we know about the claim of the real-life simulation?
Yeah, it was a Chinese war game, and we have actually quite a lot of information of the setup. It was a US carrier group with a Ford carrier and a Ticonderoga cruiser and 4 Arleigh Burke destroyers, and all of them were loaded to the max with anti-air missiles. And the Chinese were actually using ground-launched, 2 types of ground-launched anti-ship ballistic missiles, the DF-21D, which I think it was, and the DF-26. And they are very long range, 2,000 kilometers and 4,000 kilometers. And they were fired in 3 salvos of 8 per salvo. And I think after 20 runs of this, they got a result of, I think, 5.6 out of 6 ships destroyed.
Wow, that's really impressive. Okay, well, let's do our scenario then. It's going to be pretty close. Aggressing is a US carrier strike group. It has a supercarrier in the middle. It has the correct 5 escorts as per the real simulation. It has Ticonderoga CMP, modernized Tyco cruiser, and it has 4 Arleigh Burke Flight 3s, modernized Arleigh Burkes. Their formation is what I would consider an optimal point defense. So it's not a tactical defense, it's a point defense. They all know that the hostile missiles are coming for the carrier, so they've surrounded the carrier close to help defend it. All 5 escort ships are armed with modernized SM-2 missiles, SM-6 missiles and SM-3 missiles, as well as their phalanx. Also, there is some defense on the carrier. They have AWACS support, their eye in the sky. 250 miles to the east, we have 3 Chinese Type 055 destroyers, very modern destroyers. Each of these carrying 8 YJ-21 hypersonic missiles. These are not the same as the DF series that were used in the simulation, but they are actually more modern, claimed as entering service in 2021. Each will fire their salvo of 8, totaling 24, and they have AWACS support. First, guys, I want to run this through without the Americans defending themselves as a control test, just to make sure everything works. Off we go. Type 055.
As you mentioned, the YJ-21 is actually a derivative of the DF-21, so it's based on the same missile.
And it still has a range of, I think, over 500 miles, so it's an extremely high-range missile.
Yes. Yeah, exactly, compared to other, since this is actually an anti-ship ballistic missile. I mean, it's a different kind of class from other types of anti-ship missiles we have.
Its speeds, CH, are going to be, what, Mach 7, Mach 8, depending on altitude?
Yeah, we have, exactly. We are within the DCS limitations, as it's hard to emulate exactly how this works in real life with the different stages and the maneuvering. So we have done a lot of tests, and the result is we think this speed we have now at about Mach 7 or 8 is what will best emulate the real thing as we can do it right now.
Roger. Even at those high speeds, viewers, it's going to take a while to do 250 nautical miles. In the background, we can say we've done something similar before. We did this about 6 months ago. Can the Russian air-launched hypersonic Kinjal missiles destroy a US carrier group? And we got some interesting, very interesting results on that, but it's not really relevant. The Kinjal is a much inferior weapon to the Chinese YJ-21 and much older. As well as that, the US carrier group was modelled less accurately. Back then, they were working, but just not as accurate as they are now that CH has really got to grips with all of the systems and the missiles. So,
as we can see, it will have a pretty high impact speed. It will lose some speed going down to the thicker air, but...
Now, it looks slow, viewers, but don't believe it. It is extremely fast. It's just the size that makes it look slow. Smash! Carry hit. And on fire.
Yeah, at those speeds, it doesn't more or less matter if you have a warhead or not.
Right, it will just go straight through it to smash it to pieces, wouldn't it? I'm just seeing it all works, viewers. coming in from different angles. Most of the missiles are going for the same front escort ship, but the carrier is getting hit. Yep. I think it's near enough to working. I can't control which ship they shoot at, viewers, but at least they've sunk the carrier in the test. Right, now I'm going to ask the Americans to try and defend themselves. CH, confirm we've not tried this before and not in this format?
No. It's as we always do it.
100%
with great surprise.
100% unscripted, which almost always means it goes wrong first time, viewers, but let's try. So, prediction CH, what is going to happen? Are they going to get through? Are the Americans going to defend completely? 50-50? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, they have all the kinds of missiles. I mean, the SM-3 you would think it would be a good missile here because they will go pretty high, but they will not keep the high altitude for so long. So I don't think they will have that great use of the SM-3s. But we know that the SM-6 are pretty good in these scenarios. But I think with 24 missiles, it's hard to keep up. I think we will see leakage.
Right, that is when the defense gets overwhelmed and when latter missiles in the chain start leaking through. I'm going to go for the Americans. We've got Mike here. Mike, your predictions based on what you've seen so far, which is not a great deal.
I think SM6 should do a good job, but the other thing I've been thinking of, the heat signature these things must give off coming back into atmosphere. Are the rims based on the Sparrow? Are they heat seekers?
Rims. What are rims? Anyone know what rims are?
You mean the rim missiles on the Ford?
Yeah.
The rim missiles, I don't think they will have a chance to pretty much do anything in this because they are so very low range and it's something going at Mach 7 or 8. We have seen this before when we did these kind of things. I think the only thing that have any chance is weapons that have a super long range. Because if you look at this, you will see the SM-6 almost doesn't look like they move on the map because in comparison to the other ones, but these are actually very, very quick or fast missiles.
Right, I've just paused it there, viewers, because the first shots have come out already from escort ships. It's SM-6. And sorry, I completely forgot to say, viewers, it's a bit late and we're all tired, but all of these escort ships also have ESSM, their maximum complement, I think, of about 64 of them. So they are massively well packed for defense here. Right, what are these? Mark 4, I'm guessing? SM-6?
Yeah, or even Mark 4 to 5. Yeah,
4 to 5, yeah.
They have the boosters, which takes them pretty quickly up to high speeds.
How many missiles they fire is completely up to them, viewers, but they have the ability to fire as many as they want. And you can see lots are going out now. More SM-6, I'm guessing. Right, 6 SM-6 out, more SM-6 going. YJ-21s at 4,000 knots, SM-6 at 2,000 knots. YG-21s are 80 miles from the carrier. SM-2's coming out now, look at that.
Yeah. And I think by rim you meant these. I understand what you meant now when you said rims.
Yeah, sorry, probably wrong terminology.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Everyone is called rim, exactly. That's what made me a little confused.
Right.
I was just thinking if there was any that relied on an infrared signature.
I'm not sure.
No, these are active. We have a combination here. The ESM are active radar homing, the SM-6 also, and the SM-3 and SM-2 MRs are semi-active.
I've paused, guys, because we've had our first SM-3 out. These are like $12 million a pop. Incredibly potent defense missile.
Yeah, exactly. These are the Block 1 that moves at the Mach 9.
Mach 9, wow. Right, here we go. First possible intercept. I mean, this is going to happen so fast that... Oh, wait, hit it! Go USA! Look how many SM-3s are coming out, viewers.
Yeah, this is what we want to see. I mean, with this kind of threat, they really need to push the button.
Wow, look at all those SM-3s. Look at that, Viewingtons. It's hard to know where to look. Where do you want to look from? Do you want to look from there? YJ's made it through. YJ's making it through. The SM-3s are missing. Uh-oh. That's possible leakage.
They now have to fire a new one, which takes the time, as we mentioned. Yeah, I mean, they have to get up to speed a new missile for that target.
I'm so surprised about this. ESSM? Probably ESSM?
That's their hope now.
Oh! I'm going to pause because it's happening so quickly. And like I said, we don't prepare these viewers and we want to know what's going on here. I forgot to put my counter on, so I can't see how many missiles have been fired. Sorry, that's stupid of me, but lots would have been fired. Let's just have a look at the sky. All those trails of, look at that.
Yeah.
Tens of trails of missiles going out. SM2s, SM6s, SM3s, ESSMs, all smashing up. Look at that one. That one hit.
You have like 120 or 130 missiles per ship.
Wow. So let's see. Okay. Oh my God. But this one's got real close. Look.
Yeah.
Just like CH said, leakage is happening because these things go so fast. So freaking hard to react to them.
That's why they need to target at least a couple of missiles per round. Because if you miss it, you have to start all over again with your reaction, fire a new one.
And it takes time to get missiles airborne.
Yeah.
This one's snuck through.
They need to accelerate, yeah.
This one's going for the carrier. Trying to keep up with the bloody things.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well, actually.
That kind of threat, I don't even think the beam counters would be bothered how much ordnance you're throwing at this.
Because the carrier's like 9 billion or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what I think works great now with this scenario we're running. They actually are firing, so they don't hold on to the missiles.
Yeah, so they're just getting rid of everything. Again, I should have put the counter on. It's stupid of me not to, but they're firing basically everything. The threat is so big. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm so excited, viewers, I keep pressing the wrong friggin' button.
Yeah, how far away are they? What was
I mean,
the
they were
one,
about 20 miles, or about 20 miles. That might is probably, I would expect ESSM at that point coming out, and because they're really accurate, ESSM are.
Yeah, and 20 miles is nothing with this speed, so it is pretty close.
I mean, the PK, the probability of kills, terrible, viewers, probably about 5, not even 5%, probably about 2 or 3%. But that's all they need to defend these YJs.
Yeah. Coming, I think that one was
Carrier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Carrier just fired something. Oh look, a big lapse going on here. They've got lazy. Maybe that's because these are all kind of accounted for.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing extremely well, actually. Even though if you don't count the cost of it, I mean.
Well, even if you kind of said the 4.8 million a missile, everyone's an SM6 and every single tube was empty, you're still only 2/3 of the cost of a naked carrier, never mind everything else.
Exactly, yeah.
They're going to do it. I was right. I was freaking right. Oh! One got through, viewers. One got through. The last of the 24.
I think it looks like I was right.
The last of the 24 got through. Wow, you could not. That was amazing. That was such a good thing. That was so good, viewers. I want to run it again. But so in our simulation, done as closely as we can to the Chinese simulation, America won, but they did lose a $1.5 billion.
Didn't lose a carrier.
But they didn't lose a carrier. And the strike group is still active. So that's literally our data, viewers. What we like to do at this point is we've tested out the theory. Now we want to duplicate the results. So what I'm going to do, viewers, is a naughty, naughty thing that you won't like me for. I'm going to make it I'm going to make it impossible for the Americans now.
Everything at once.
Everyone wants to see an American carrier blown up now.
I think it would, I don't think you need to add as many, but yeah, let's do it.
What I'm going to do, viewers, as well, for the lols, is I'm going to put on the counter that counts the money expended every time a missile is fired, because it makes it even more fun. Stand by. Okay. Right, last run, viewers. I'm aware it's getting silly at this point, but we're silly people. So CA just talked me down to 4, so we've got 4, but they're all at the same time, so they're obviously going to win. One thing we know is if you oversaturate any carrier group, the vampires are going to get through. Now, if you look at the top right, viewers, you will see the counter on now. It counts every single missile and the associated cost. So, in US dollars. So already, it's actually quite an expensive launch just from the Chinese.
Is this the first time we will see an overflow error in the script?
can't believe you let CH talk.
I would not want to be American right now, guys. Oh, here we go. Here's this S. Here we go, viewers.
Yeah, let's see the money. Wow, we're up to 100 already.
Look at that. Third of a billion from China. They fired all of them. Third of a billion. America, 0.1 billion, 0.15 billion.
That's impressive.
Oh, I could watch this all day, viewers. You wait until the SM3 start coming out.
Yeah.
The world's most expensive fireworks show.
0.2 billion. Quarter of a billion.
You just keep pumping it out.
0.3 billion. 51 Sams. Oh. My computer's going to crash.
Yeah.
SM3s are coming out now. Now the money's really going on. 0.4 billion and nothing's been blown up yet, viewers.
So we have 2 to 1, a little bit more than 2 to 1 now in ratio between the attacking and defending.
They could do a lot more. They could actually do a lot more, viewers. They could have fired 500 right now. They have that ability. But they don't think they need it. Maybe they're freaking right.
Yeah. Or maybe they're just cocky.
Maybe they're just cocky. One's got through.
Yeah.
I should imagine the ESSM will take
and exactly. And as you said, let's run it again. We never know exactly. It won't be the same every time we run it either. That's
it will always be different every time we run it, viewers. That's why it's hard for us to predict what the hell is going to happen.
Okay, going for the carrier. Ooh.
I think the Americans have done it.
Doing really, really well here. If you just can keep last ones here.
Yeah, we're all pretty surprised, viewers. We really thought he was going to get through.
Yeah, I really did. Yeah.
Well, actually, I didn't, but I just said that to be cocky. I did secretly think they were actually going to get through. So, well done, USA.
Yeah, they did actually this better this time.
Right.
Yeah, and that's pretty realistic. Yes, you never know exactly how this will turn out.
That's why you shouldn't talk me down. Right, we're going for the whole hog this time. We're going for 10, 80 hypersonic missiles.
I was just trying to get you keeping your Patreons.
Yes, viewers, China don't even have this many Type 55s and YJ-21, so this physically is impossible. But I just want to see a friggin' blown up carrier. Is there so much to ask?
Oh, check the money, yeah.
Oof. Wow, nearly $1 billion from China. Well, America's going to go freaking nuts this time.
Yeah. Send 150 missiles the first round, then just add onto it.
Yeah. 62 already.
Yeah.
And a wide shot. Oof.
It's a pretty impressive capability, I mean. From a defense stance point of view.
Always enjoy doing these. 68 for 72. They haven't fired enough. Why haven't you fired more?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know why they fire so few.
Yeah, haven't they seen? Maybe they haven't seen all of them yet, but yeah, I think they will start again because it's a long stream of missiles.
This guy's gone nuts. This guy just fired about 20.
That's interesting. Why so? No. It's a simultaneous channels. They have a finite amount of channels.
Oh no, the scoreboard's not working. That's what's happening. The scoreboard's they're firing, but the scoreboard's not going up. Look.
Okay.
No, no, I see what's the scoreboard's only counting some missiles.
But they still have a finite amount of channels.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely. So you're saying these boats can only track so many people. I was thinking of something. The scoreboard stopped working, viewers. It's I must have set it up wrong. It's not counting every missile. It's only counting every 10th missile or something. Oh well. Never mind. So the money's wrong as well.
So we did overflow it. Yeah,
we apparently did. We broke the score.
Right.
We finally broke the scoreboard, viewers. How about that? Too many missiles. Well, let's still see if we can get any YJ-21s through.
I mean, there's so many missiles in the air. I mean, even if it didn't have a seeker, it would hit something.
Oh shit! Oh, I got within like 2 miles.
Oh, getting close.
Man, my blood is boiling.
It's like the Americans are doing the best work under pressure.
They do. Wow, this is just impressive.
I mean, even the carrier is doing some tiny work with their small rims.
Yeah. Oh, someone just shot a phalanx. I heard a phalanx just as I exited there.
And that's a very optimistic guy.
Yeah. I think what we found is the scoreboard can only capture so many missiles being fired at once, viewers. I think that's what's happening. And there's just so many going out.
They have lost... Okay, did they lose one? Or have they lost
Yeah, they've
warships?
lost the Tycho went down.
Two. Yeah.
I mean, bear in mind, 72 simultaneous launch hypersonic missiles just have been shot. That's it. It's done. Freaking done.
And
wow.
They saved the carrier. Yeah, still save the carrier. So actually, you need even more to break them. That's impressive.
Don't say that to Cap. Oh my God, CH.
Right, so we've made it as hard as we possibly can, and we won't go any further because it's getting silly now.
No.
But it's already got silly. But we've not pulled any punches just to make sure we're not trying to make the Americans win or anything. Those, as you saw, they're fighter missiles. They are traveling, and their terminal velocity is like Mach 6 or Mach 7. They're never going to get faster than that in real life. The American ships have got weapon-free fire. That's all they've got assigned to them. They're not invincible. They're not cheating in any way. I'm just thoroughly flabbergasted with that. That is absolutely amazing. Now, what's the question now, of course, is which is right? Is the real war game that China ran, or the simulated real war game that China ran right? Or is our war game right? Predictions. I'm going to say that ours is right and America's could defend themselves, but I don't know. You guys.
I'm also pretty sure that, I think, as always, the truth is always somewhere in between, but I think we are closer to the truth, actually.
Wow, CH is stuff.
I think the Chinese kind of propaganda is about as truthful as a UK politician when it comes to what their capabilities are. But with the West, we've seen the proven technology. We've seen it evolved. Patriot's a great example from the 90s. The Americans said, yeah, it can shoot missiles down. It's not great. Look how that's evolved. So I can totally believe these new SM6s, absolutely.
Fair enough. Well done. And well done the carry group. They used everything. I even heard a phalanx there trying to shoot down a hypersonic missile, which is going about 10 times faster than the frigging bullet from the phalanx. So fair enough. Fair enough. They deserved it. Well done everyone involved, and we'll see you later.